Hello everyone, I once again welcome you all to my YouTube channel English by Nisa. So in this video we are going to discuss finite and non-finite verbs. So in the last video I have already explained you there are two types of verbs, main verbs, and this main verb is also called principal verb, and auxiliary and helping verb. So this main verb is further divided into 20 to 25 types of verbs under this finite and non-finite. So today we are going to discuss this finite and non-finite verbs. So let's see what are finite verbs first of all. So these finite verbs are nothing but when the principal verbs, which means main verb, that are our actions, will change their forms accordingly. Tense means according to tense and subject of the sentence are called finite verbs, which means if your singular subject is there, then this main verb will change. We'll use writes in the present, and if we are using past tense we write wrote. So you can see here in V1 this we use write, in V2 wrote, past perfect have written, or present perfect have written, past perfect had written, and this be plus ing in present continuous and past continuous. I was writing, I am writing, and this he or she writes. As you can see here, based on subject and tense, we are changing this main verbs. That only called finite verbs. Let's see some more examples. So here you can see he goes to school. This is the main verb. Go is the main verb. We have add es to it because it is simple present tense. They go to school. He went to school. Now you can see here, students, this go, because we have changed subject, this goes become go because we have changed subject. Here singular subject, that's why we have used goes, and there is a plural, that's why we have written go. So based on subject, these finite verbs will change. And here you can see he went, here we use he goes and he went because of tense. So these finite verbs will change based on subject and tense. This is only called finite verbs. And here you can see he will have been going to school. So this all main verbs will change based on sentence, based on tense and subjects. Now let's see non-finite verbs. So when the principal verb, which means main verbs, don't change their forms according to tense and subject and behave like a noun or adjective, are called non-finite verbs. They don't change based on subject and tense. Finite verbs were changing based on subject and tense, but this will not change. For example, you can see here, they went to walk. Walking is a good exercise. If instead of they, if we write she went to walk, he went to walk, I went to walk, so you can see this to walk will remain the same. It will never change, this to walk. And walking is a good exercise. This walking is a gerund. This is a non-finite verb. We will discuss in detail this all. This is an old washing machine. This is a new washing machine. So whatever we are changing, but this washing is not changing. So these are only non-finite verb. This is a broken piece of glass. That was a broken piece of glass. So this broken will never change because non-finite verb will not change based on tense and subject. Now let's see in detail these non-finite verbs. So these non-finite verbs are divided into four infinitives, that are 2 plus v1, like to walk, I have to sleep, I have to go, I want to go, I want to talk, I want to walk. So whenever you get 2 plus v1, this walk is v1. So these are infinitives. In exam also you will get these only. In your exercises, in your textbook exercises, they have simply given you underline finite and non-finite verbs, but they will give you like this also, identify the infinitives. So infinitives are nothing but 2 plus v1 is called infinitives. Now comes to gerund. Gerunds are nothing but when this verb plus ing, v1 plus ing will behave as a noun, is called gerunds. We will see in detail. So this walking is a gerund. Now semi-infinitives, these are nothing but modal plus v1, like I can speak, he can speak. Can is a model, and always modal verbs will get v1. Now come to participle. Participle is divided into two, present participle and past participle. Present participle is nothing but it's same like this gerund, v1 plus ing, but they will, with this both will act as an adjective and this gerund will act as a noun. This gerund act as a noun, and this participle, present participle and past participle both will act as an adjective. Now past participle are nothing but these are the V3 form of the verb. Now let's see these all in detail one by one. So let's see the infinitives. Infinitive, just now I said you 2 plus V1 is called infinitives. The 2 plus V1 form of verb behaves like a noun or complement to the verb is called the infinitive. For example, you can see here to err is human and to forgive is divine. So these infinitives are nothing but these are nouns. They can become at the place of subject and object in the sentence. So these are nouns. We cannot say verb to it. This will become noun. When you add to this V1, it will become noun. This will become noun. So it can become on subject's place. So to err is human, to forgive is divine. Now next one, you need to work hard. To work hard. I have to go. So here students, you can see here, you need to work hard, she need to work hard, he need to work hard, we need to work hard. I am changing subject here, but this to work is not changing, so that only non-finite verbs will not change based on subject and tense. I have to go, she has to go. So this is present perfect. And if I say I had to go past, I am changing this one, but this to go will never change because this infinitives, which is a non-finite, will never change based on subject and tense. He will have to go, I have to go, he will have to go. Now you can see here, this is present and this one is future. So to go remains same because infinitives never change because these are non-finite verbs. Now let's see the gerunds. Gerunds are nothing but V plus ing. When V4, this will become V4. So when V4, V1 plus ing behaves as a noun, then it is called the gerund. So this will call noun only because they will behave as a noun. Weeping is not the real face of sorrow. In your first semester, I taught you the structure of sentence subject plus verb plus object, and subject and object can be noun and pronoun only. So this gerund will come on subject place, so it must be noun only, and this is your verb. Weeping is not the real face of sorrow. I like singing. Singing again it is a gerund because it comes on object place. This subject, I is a subject, like is a verb, and singing is your object. I like singing, she likes singing, he likes singing, we like singing. I am changing subject here, but singing is remains same. So that's why it is a non-finite verb, and non-finite verb will never change based on subject and tense. Now swimming is a good exercise. Now again swimming, which is coming on subject place, and it is a gerund. Now let's move to next one. Semi-infinitives. Semi-infinitives are nothing but these are modal plus V1. So when V1 comes after the modal helping verb is called semi-infinitive. For example, you can see here I can speak. Now this modal can, and we are using speak V1. Speak, spoke, we cannot take those words. Speaking also we cannot write because modal always get V1. You will watch it. Will is a model, we use watch. Watched, watching, we can't use that. Only will this model will get V1. You must walk in the morning. Must is a model and we use V1 here. Now let's see what are participle. Participle are nothing but when the verbs behave like an adjective to qualify a noun or pronoun, then such verbs are called the participle. Now this participle are divided into two: present participle and past participle. Now what is present participle? Present participle is nothing but when V4, which means V1 plus ing form of the verb, behaves like an adjective in a sentence is called the present participle. Now students, you will get confused here that gerund is also having ing form and present participle also having ing form, but here there is a slight difference. When you will see, the nightingale is a singing bird. So in the gerund I have told you this ing form will behave like a noun, but here you can see here this ing form is acting as an adjective here. So after this adjective, after this ing form, we have noun, singing bird. But you can see here in the gerund, we don't have any noun form here. Directly we have verb after ing. But in this present participle, we have ing. We have noun after this ing form, so that's why it is called adjective, and these are present participle. The nightingale is a singing bird. This singing is nothing but present participle because it is modifying the bird. I hate sleeping student. Again, noun is there and this will behave like adjective. Sleeping student. A laughing Buddha. Buddha is a noun. Laughing is a adjective and it is a present participle. These adjectives, ing form of adjective, are called present participle. A washing machine, drinking water. This drinking is present participle and this water is a noun. Now let's say the past participle. When V3 form of the verb behaves like an adjective in a sentence is called the past participle. For example, you can see here, this is a broken piece of a glass. This broken V3, this is a broken piece of a glass. So this is a piece of a glass, it is a noun, and this broken, it is an adjective which is used to modifying the piece of glass to noun. The rising sun was very hot. Now here you can see this sun which is a noun and rising is a V3 means verb, but this is no more verb now because it has become adjective. This is past participle which is used to qualify the noun rising sun. If you see after this verb, if you see the noun, then it is called, means when this verb will qualifying the noun, then it is called past participle. The heard news was false. Now news which is your noun, the heard news, now it is qualifying the noun, so that's why it is past participle. So students, this is all about the finite and non-finite verbs. So finite verbs are nothing but these are the verbs which will change based on the subject and tense. These are our action like write, wrote, written, writing and writes. And non-finite verbs are nothing but these are the infinitives, gerunds, semi-infinitives and participle. They will never change based on the subject and tense. They will remain same. That's why it is called non-finite verbs. Finite verbs will change. So this is all about this video. I hope it would be helpful for you. Stay tuned for more videos and thanks for watching.